So this is the very first little bit that I built. I was trying to get some footing on what I was going to do with the build. Then I kind of went with brick, but I decided against it because I liked the quartz better and the white and the sandstone, the yellow texture. And then I started building up the towers, and I got the cross in there, and I kind of rearranged some things. And then I started getting the side done. I liked where it was going at this point. I don't think I changed too much after that. And then just getting more of the side done. Then I put in the windows. And then finished the back part, and then went into to start the interior. And this is just the finished exterior. And then this is starting the interior, and I got this. Yeah. I also did a little bit more to the interior, and I finished the interior, and then I added some stuff around the outside of the build, but I'll show that once I get to the tour. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to give a quick tour. I'm going to point some things out along the way. I took inspiration from Baroque style cathedrals and tried to implement some of their architectural features into this build. So starting off with the front, this part definitely took me the longest. Just trying to configure things and make sure they all looked good and intricate and detailed, because these Baroque cathedrals are very detailed and intricate, and they have a lot of depth, and so I tried to do that here. We'll come in here. We got all these different layers in here, a lot of depth. Really trying to get that across. And then also I added in a little stained glass here. A lot of times these churches had massive stained glass features, and although this one's pretty small, I really wanted to add in a little bit somewhere, and I decided right there, right on the front, would be a pretty good spot. And okay, so going around over here. Oh yeah, the roofs. I tried to make them almost conical. As I was looking around for inspiration, most of those Baroque churches had some sort of dome-like roof, or a little bit more spiky. So I tried to create a conical type roof on these towers in block form. Okay, so moving on from the front, we continue along the side with these A-frames and some of those pointed arches down there. It's kind of A-frame right here, and then coming along here, this A-frame, and then I tried to add as much windows as possible, because all the architectural features that they used in their cathedrals, and not just their cathedrals but in their buildings, especially ones that displayed art, have lots of windows, and especially the churches, to really light it up and show the glory of God. And the reason they're able to do this is because of things like flying buttresses and vaulted ceilings and pointed arches, all things that help support the building because they're incredibly heavy. So they use those to help support the building and help it stand up without having the hindrance of not being able to use a ton of windows. So Coming inside, again we have so this vaulted ceiling, again to show that the building is supported and can sustain all of these, having all of these windows. And then we got some pointed arches coming along here. We got these columns here supporting, or piers rather, and we got some carpet and some aisles going along with some seating. We'll come up here to the front. Here we got a giant cross. Again, these churches were grand, and they wanted to highlight the glory of God in a building, so everything here is supposed to be grand. Anyway, there is a little lectern here for the preacher to preach. I added in some chandeliers. When I was looking for inspiration, I saw some chandeliers that were pretty amazing looking. And I want to point this thing out here specifically. I added this in, this kind of triangular shape, to show how that the triangular shape really helps support the building. And you'll notice there's several, these arches and triangular shapes really help to add support to the building, and I really wanted to demonstrate that. But other than that, all these little intricate details really add up to highlight how beautiful those Baroque cathedrals were. I added some greenery around here to make this pop a little bit. But that's it. I'm gonna do one more fly around, and that'll be it. And one more thing before I go. You'll notice that these sandstone blocks, this yellowish texture, I built up 2 blocks here for the foundation of the building. So as we walk up, there's 2 steps, and then here's the main floor. So I gave the entire building 2-block foundation all the way around to really help show the support and the strong base that this building has, and the structural integrity of it, along with all the architectural features that I mentioned that are present in this building.